I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Charlie Bistan.
As usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it. And this week we're watching a local film and we're going to review it.
And it's by Awi. Directed by Awi.
It's directed by Awi.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Rebel.
Rebel.
Wolfie.
Rebel.
Okay.
Okay, we watched
Rebel.
Rebel. It's directed by Awi.
Is it his directorial debut?
I don't know.
It feels like it. But I don't know. I also don't know anyway.
I don't know if he's directed any movies before.
Okay, anyway, yes.
Yeah.
So Rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel.
Okay, what's it about?
Okay, so it is about this boy named Luca.
Like Luka Doncic, you know?
Who lives in a Settingan, which is interesting because is there a boy named Luca who lives in a Settingan?
I know Luka was in the NBA.
Luca seems like such a non-Settingan name, but who am I to discriminate? Anyway.
Luka is a what? Serbian, Croatian?
Don't know.
Yeah, where is he from? Where he
He's
played.
in Europe.
But Dallas Mavericks are leading the Clippers 3-2 now in the playoffs.
But
So,
in the movie,
yeah,
Luca
Luka
is
Doncic.
a boy who grows up in this Settingan. His parents are not exactly problematic. It's just that they are absent a bit because
they're
they
poor.
work because
Yeah.
they're poor. And he grows up in this like very
Stingan.
Settingan environment where there's like drugs lah, prostitution lah, fighting lah, gangsterism lah. And then Luca decides that it's his responsibility. Not really.
His
also,
friends.
Actually. It's not really his responsibility, but he is very good at fighting.
He's very good at fighting. Yeah.
So
Boop, boop, boop.
he grown up Luca or man Luca is
Young
played
man.
by this very good looking actor named
He's
Ben
not good
Ami.
looking.
He's so good looking.
No.
I think he's really good looking. I really like him. Anyway, so he's played by this man named Ben Ami who's very good looking.
He's not.
With his like long, maybe it's just the troubled eyes and the long hair. And
I
the
feel Awi is better looking
good
than him.
intentions. I don't know. I thought he was very good looking.
I felt
He's got very
Awi
good
is
lips
better looking
too.
than
Anyway, so Luca.
Not anyway, Awi is better looking than him.
Okay, but Luca is better looking.
No,
To
Awi is
me.
better looking.
You can't invalidate my opinion.
And you are validating me. You say
I'm not,
anyway.
okay, good for you that you think Awi is better looking, but I think Ben Ami is better looking than Awi. That's not what this film is about. So Luca decides that because there's like a
gangsters,
gang
right?
gangsters
Going around taking protection money.
taking protection money
from like gerai, warung, like poor people.
which is really stupid.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
So his friends like
Who
get
are
into
these
it,
gangsters?
Right?
Yeah, so they're shaking them down lah, like this kedai runcits and stuff, which is so stupid. But Luca decides like it's his job to like stop this from happening. So he fights the gangsters single-handedly at first, and then people start to follow him, like the oppressed. People decide like we will rise up because of Luca. And then they just like follow him, but he says, okay, but we're not gangsters.
Because we don't take protection
we don't
money
take
or
protection
anything.
money. We're just gonna beat people up
Who
if
do
they
take, if they come and oppress other
like,
people.
yeah, oppress other people. But then,
One
of
his
course,
people.
because it's a film, and yeah, there's one fleur that uses his name to then goes and like collects protection money, and then he finds out and he gets like really upset, and then this person like turns on him and then frames him for something, and then he is driven out of the Settingan. What? He's driven out of the Settingan,
Because the police are looking for him.
and then he at some point in 2 years meets Awi.
Who is like a very
And
big mafia gang leader.
Awi, yeah, he's like
The godfather.
the godfather, who also beats up people, who goes and
oppress.
harasses Warong.
But he's very rich lah.
Yeah, but we don't know like what he does
Protection money?
to become very rich lah. Like, who's he taking protection money from?
Don't know lah.
Corporations, is it? Like, he's collecting protection money in Bukit Bintang instead of some Settingan.
So
I don't know.
Luca also becomes like a rich gangster lah.
So it's very, that's a bit vague. We don't really know what's going on there. But basically, Awi is supposed to be like a good gangster. And so Luca's like, oh my god, so this is what like gangsterism could be. And he's like, I'ma join up. And then he becomes the golden boy, And then
other abang longs and
but it turns out,
ayandas.
the other people in there don't like the fact that he's a golden boy. So it's the usual power grab thing.
Yeah, so they
And
fight
then so
him.
they want to like overthrow him, but then they go too far. And then
They-
something happens.
Because they kill his like
Yeah, they
henchman.
kill his, like,
his
best
right hand
friend.
man. Yeah, his best friend, right
and
hand man.
then Luca like loses it. And then there's this girl who works at a warung since he was like small boy time. And she's like, kembalilah ke pangkal jalan. You
And
don't
so-
have to do this.
so
Think
she
about
reports
us.
him to the
I
police.
care for you. And so she reports him to the police, and she's like, I'll visit you,
I'll visit you every day.
And then the movie ends. And we're like, okay. He does a backflip at some point.
I think it's graphic. I think
Yeah, well,
it's special
Something
effects
lah. There was a backflip, which I thought was like,
over.
why?
It's like a backflip that Michael Bay's Optimus Prime would do towards Megatron.
It was so weird because before that, these two fools were literally, it was supposed to be that big fight scene, right? And then like they were literally just stumbling over each other all the time and then just taking turns to say bangon, bangon, bangon. And then suddenly a backflip and I was like, okay, great, fine.
So what do we think
So
about
what
the
do you
film?
think of the film? First of all, we think the backflip is bullshit. Like, what? Why? Okay, so
I have huge respect for Awi because I think he's a really good actor. He's used really well by Mamat Khalid, the late Mamat Khalid. He's got acting skills. Not the best, but one of the good ones. And I really like to see him acting, especially in comedies and all that. I saw him in a musical. I saw him in, was it Chuchi the
Chuchi,
musical?
yeah.
Yeah, and he was great. And of course he's a great singer lah, And even among the artist scene, right? He speaks up a lot for his group of people, like the veterans and all that, So I find him quite respectable lah. But I don't think he directed this film very well. Now I have to make known also that the script was written by my old friend Ramdan. I haven't seen him in a long time. Ramdan.
I actually didn't dislike the first part of the film. I thought it had a pretty good. It was kind of cute. The premise was kind of cute. I like that this boy was not like it wasn't a story of, that's why I've fallen into like gangsterism or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I really liked the part where he had all these like conflicting emotions with his mother. It was okay lah. It gave me a little bit of feelings, but then after that, it just kind of fell apart. So like your friend
Ramdan.
did really well the first half, and then I don't know what happened the second half. He got tired of it, maybe you're lazy.
Ramdan, how are you? Family all okay? I hope you all are doing well. I wish only the best for you guys.
Yeah. So
No, I like the premise too. I thought it was very nice. I don't think it's very original lah because it is quite derivative of like Hollywood movies. Those Hollywood gangster
Trying to
movies,
get out.
punk
Yeah.
movies and all that, right? Which is totally fine. But the story should have been okay. But I thought it was. I don't think it was directed well.
okay, well, I guess like any first film,
If it was his first film.
if it was his first film, but let's for the purposes of this review, let us assume it is his first film.
Yeah.
It could have been tighter. Could have been tighter. Could have been a little bit better. The acting was not completely horrible. There were some parts that were a little bit like cringy, like when they were trying to re-establish, I guess, or reinforce the bromance between him and the right-hand man.
checking.
And then
Go on.
the guy gives him like a gift, and then he says like, remember, okay, whatever it is, my
It
life,
is his
my
first film.
whatever
Ah.
is for you. It was so obvious already that they were doing that because he was going to die. And I was like, see, he's going to die
Yeah.
already. And I was like, is this really necessary? Do we really need this? You need to build up the bromance, and then he dies, and then we're like, no, it was so good. Not like have a kind of bromance-y thing going, and then like really put a impactful like scene and then kill him off, because that's just lazy. So okay lah, but I mean, we always acknowledge good efforts for first films. I think an effort was made. I would say a good effort was made. I think they tried, but towards the end of the second half of the movie, I just cannot. I felt like the first part was it was a little bit tiring because Aoi does a voiceover, and then there's a lot of music which is also sung by Aoi. But I was really following the story. Like, I was quite invested, and then the second half of it just kind of like fell apart lah. So what happened? Did we get tired? Was production too long, or we just lost the plot? Literally lost the plot. So it was a good effort. An effort was made, a good effort, but could have been better lah.
I didn't like the film. As much as I think that the premise was okay and the storyline could have been okay, I didn't like how it was made lah. There was so many, like you said, the first half, right? I just felt the first half was going nowhere, and I thought, what if this is going to be the case? When will the film end? You know, I really felt that, and I think it was more of the pacing of the story. They didn't pace it or proportion it correctly, for me anyway. And there were so many unnecessary oblique shots from the camera. I don't know why. I know why. It's trying to look cool. Because if you notice, the combination of the edits, the shots, and the music was trying to make it look like a little like Reservoir Dogs kind of Pulp Fiction kind of editing, you know. But it didn't. To me, it didn't really work because the camera shots did not suit the scenes, did not suit the shots. It was just very like haphazard, just put in there with different kind of shots and edit it together, you know. So it didn't serve a purpose for me lah. And I think the story also, although the premise was good, there were many like loose ends. Like you were talking about the bromance, right? Nowhere in the film it establishes why they are good friends. He suddenly appears one day, this guy,
and
right?
says, "I'm gonna
Pian,
follow
right?
you."
Pian comes to his workshop. Look, I'm going to follow you. Look, we all want to follow you because you have a responsibility. And then suddenly, like, oh, they're best friends. And then in between, so they never show why they're best friends. We see him following him all around. And we see that Luca is very nice to him, like, you know, in the opening scene where he drives the Mercedes, right? And he tells Pian, you're not my driver, I'm not your boss. Kau bukan driver, kau bukan bos kau kawan aku, mari duduk kat depan. And then Pian's like telling him, no, all these abang longs, all they need you. It shows to them that you're, you know, you got power. Ya, tapi aku bukan diorang. You know, diorang bukan aku. So it started off. That first opening scene was okay lah. Then after that, I felt like it was going nowhere lah. You know, performance-wise, I think everything was okay lah. Normal, average. You know, it's not as bad as Gang Kubo. The performance-wise lah of the actors. Aoi did well.
Aoi did well. He was also very funny.
He does well all the
actually.
time. He's funny. He looks
funny.
good. He's
One of my favorite
cool.
scenes in the film is the scene where he goes and bantais the people that
In
were
the warung, right?
So funny. I loved it.
It's like he
hilarious.
gets a call, right? Like there's this warung that's
funny.
being robbed by these gangsters, right? He just comes on his gigantic Harley Davidson and just whacks everybody.
And then just rides off.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
so
okay,
good.
cool,
Yeah.
great.
I guess this film, you know, you can't take it too seriously. I don't think they took it too seriously either.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so I'm going to retract that I don't like this film. I don't like the film. It could have been better, right? But Because everything set for that film seems to be good already. Yeah.
Except the second half.
The story was good, acting wise was good. Yeah.
I guess it's it could have been better.
Yeah,
for
it could have
both
been
of us.
better.
So would you?
The thing is, I think now after this film, right, every scrawny Malay kid now is gonna feel that they can be a gangster because everybody in this film is scrawny.
we went to watch it in like Bukit Raja, okay?
Yeah. And there were a lot of scrawny
it was
Malay
like
kids who
half
came to watch the
cinema
film.
was full. It was full of these scrawny kids.
And it's like
watching the
Thursday
film,
night.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
And they were all walking out of there with like a different kind of swagger, you know.
After the movie came
Who
out,
are you
all
gonna beat
stopped
up?
walking
The
like.
theater attendant, please lah. Chill out.
Yeah.
Go to your car. And then I found out they weren't even riding cars. They all came on motorbikes. So I was like, okay.
It's like, yeah, no,
Okay.
everybody's gonna feel like scrawny men will rule the world after this.
But Ben Ami is not scrawny.
He is.
He's not. He has like a build like you like that, okay? You can see it in his punching bag scenes.
No, he's thin. He's thin.
No, but he's not scrawny.
He's scrawny lah. You guys watch and tell us if he's
He's got
scrawny
arms,
or not.
okay?
Most of
and
them are
like
scrawny. lah.
troubled eyes.
No, because he's so
Just
thin
like-
that it looks defined.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No.
No, if you're thin and well defined, you're like Bruce Lee.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
here.
These
I
are
am
all,
here for this Ben Ami man, whoever he is.
It's not just Ben Ami. Everybody else in that film are scrawny. The guy that he fights, that Bono guy.
Bono is scrawny
So scrawny,
lah.
they're all scrawny.
But Bono is scrawny because he's doing like cuticura cocaine.
The only person who wasn't scrawny in the movie was Awi.
No, Pian is not scrawny.
He's fat.
Yeah. So
He's
there you go. It's not,
Like,
still not scrawny.
Awi is like, you know Awi lah. You know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So would you tell people to watch this film?
I don't know. I'm conflicted. You can watch it, I guess, but maybe if you don't, also never mind. Yeah.
I would say watch it. Actually, I think it has some entertainment value to offer.
Okay.
And it has a pretty good premise, and I think it should be given a chance.
I will watch it for Awi's character lah.
Yeah, so-
I will watch it for Awi's character lah. He's
The film
always fun.
has actually got a lot to offer. It just has kind of a disappointing
treatment.
second half. Yeah. But I would still say go watch it. Yeah. Wouldn't say highly recommended, but yeah, watch it. It's fun. It's an entertaining film. Yeah. So yeah, watch the film.
Okay.
Watch the film.
Congratulations, Ramdan. Ramdan has done many things. This is not his first film.
Okay.
Yeah, he's written lots of
But what happened
scripts.
to
He's
the second
directed
half?
many things.
I wonder. Did you just get tired and you were
Well,
like, forget this?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna screw this up.
Ramdan, maybe one day we should get together, catch up.
And you
Lama
can
tak
explain
jumpa
to
Ramdan.
us what happened.
No, but seriously, lama tak jumpa Ramdan because I remember we were working last time. We were doing those behind the scenes of the film. I did the social media and he was assistant director, I think, of a film for Astro Tarantella Pictures. Remember, he was a nice guy. Yeah, we used to chat a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
We were in the same group. Remember my friend, the Indian guy that came to our screening in KL, the searching for Soul
with the kid.
With the kid, yeah. So he was one of the assistant directors lah. Together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so
let us know what you think.
Let us know
right?
what you think.
Like this video, don't like this video, subscribe to our channel or go to follow us on all our social media channels at Bidin or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shaway Busan.